Deepwood. Now, this is a game I've had my eye on for quite a while, and I managed to get it today. So I'm just going to do an unboxing, and I can't wait to play this one. I did actually play a demo of this at UK Games Expo, and really like some of the mechanics. It's just been a bit out of my price range until recently. So it's a very heavy box. First of all, the first thing to mention, this is the standy base core box. I haven't got all the miniatures and all the boxes. You can actually get those, and it currently, relatively recently, did another Kickstarter. So people are getting the second edition through, probably later this year. So, without further ado, let's open up and see what we've got. So a big, heavy box is what I should say to start with. Holds many mysteries as box. Do not own any boxes or envelopes. Obviously, it's a lot of stuff is legacy. So well, to a point, I don't think there's any. Well, I might be wrong. There might be some permanent things that get changed. On the back of here, how to set up the stuff, which we'll definitely be using. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's going to be quite a feat just to organize the box. So it looks like we've got, oh my word, a lot of envelopes. So we've got 1 through 9, is that going to be? 1 through 9. Oh, 10. There's 11 there. 21 envelopes. I'm not quite sure why 11's down there. Let's put that down here. So we've got 21 mystery envelopes, which I'm not supposed to open until told to do so. We have some large mystery envelopes A through to H, which are A4 size. We got some foam for packaging. By the way, it started packed as larger. Now, I said this is the standy version. Push to fit minis. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, yes, you can get equipment packs. So you can actually get all the different weapons and stuff for this. And it's push to fit. That's awesome. I didn't actually know that. So let's start with the bottom box. We'll go up to the top box after that. So these are the minis you get as standard, which are your characters, I believe. But you get no monsters as part of those. So we've got some barbarian here. Really nice detail on these miniatures. Just going to bring this forward. Just to get a bit more light on there. Some ranger of sorts. Hard plastic. It's a really, really crisp design. So they're push to fit, are they? Does that mean? Yeah. Oh, look at that! Is genius. That is cool. Can I take that bow off? Yep. So basically, if you get the expansion, which changes all the, and it's always something I can always buy in later. I love that. Oops. I love push fit idea. I know that Games Workshop have been using that for a while. And it makes sense that some of these boutique games, I suppose you can call them, have started to do it as well. Oh, look at this. That's really awesome. And I presume the back comes off or something. Let's find out what bits come off. I mean, I don't need to worry about it because I haven't got it yet. Moving on to someone's druid of some sort. Lovely sculpted, all sculpted bases. Really do appreciate sculpted bases in a game. Makes it a lot easier. Paladin, knight of some sort. Great detail. I mean, it's quite smooth surfaces of what I've seen so far. I mean, it's crisp detail, but smooth surfaces. Not sure how the contrast paints will go. Should be fine. Oh, just came off there. Wow, what a miniature. That's the Ranger. That's the one I played in the demo at UK Games Expo. She was awesome. She had something called like Long Shot or something, or something along those lines. There's another kind of paladin character. Really nice detail on the miniatures. Oh, that's Ronan the Accuser. The Inquisitor. Looks like an Inquisitor, doesn't he? Oh, look at the bear. Yeah, he was there on the she was there. I think she was there on the at the demo as well. Really nice massive miniatures. They're really big scale. I don't know what scale this is. 45 mil, something like that. Probably something along those lines. Maybe 40 mil. Oh, that's like an assassin, rogue. Really appreciate the sculpted bases. That really makes a difference. Whoa, dragon person. Very nice. Glaive, two-handed glaive. That's awesome. Again, the sculpted bases. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this knight. Awesome dynamic pose as well. And that massive two-handed sword. Yeah, really nice. So that's box one. So I believe they were all the heroes, but we got a few more heroes. No, so I think they're the heroes box. Now I believe this is companions or allies. So these are the things that are going to come in and help you in the game. Oh, that's taped. I was going to say, this is not coming off. I mean, I do appreciate a good lid, but that was actually taped on. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these companions. Starting with this behemoth. Wow. It's like an earth elemental. Now that will come out perfect with... Oh, look at the size of the miniatures. I'm going to make it so painting the details will be so much easier. Really nice. And really straight swords and everything. Similar to Solomon Kane, but obviously on a bigger scale. Yeah, these are fantastic too. These all push fit. No. So these won't be push fit because they're not the heroes, of course. Oathsworn, not the Oathsworn. Two-handed. Two-handed with sword and dagger. Get a couple of these base. Oh, that's nice. I appreciate that. Transparent bases to make it look a little bit better. And I appreciate the fact that they are push-in bases, not being glued on, like Marvel United. It's my only gripe about Marvel United is the fact that you have to break them off the bases to be able to paint them with the see-through parts. But those eagles are really nice. Yeah, very nice. Then we got 6 of these things, weird things. No, sorry, 8 of those weird things. I assume that's some kind of summon thing for one of the character archetypes. So they're the mini boxes. I'll put those over there. So moving on to the board. Oh, and it looks like we've got a few other bits. So I have, like I say, I played one demo of this, but I've also watched the How to Play series that comes with the app. So this also, the game comes with an app that's being voiced by Mormont, whatever his name was, the actor. Sorry, that's pretty bad, but the actor from Mormont. Oh, this really vivid colour. Love that. Oh, that's actually, I appreciate this. I thought it would be a bigger board. Even though I played the demo game, I like the fact that, you know, it's big enough to house all the miniatures and stuff, but it's not ridiculous. That's nice. lovely quality of color on this. And just in case you don't know, you've got the directions north to east, south, and west, just in case for quick reference, because that's how the monsters move and attack. And then you've got another side on there, which is a slightly different look. As I shake the camera, sorry about that. Again, just really vivid colours, really clear. Got some rats on there. And that's the board. Oops, a load of tokens. So these are little buff tokens that you can have for defense, re-rolls, and grabbing your cards back. You got your health, which have got a poison side and a normal side, I believe that is. You've got tokens for numbers. Again, not 100% sure what that's for. Whoops. A minute. You've got animus, which is your resource for using your abilities. You've got money here, and you've got story token icons there. Then you've got some overlays. So if I just punch one of these out, not really thick, but sturdy enough, thick to be sturdy enough. And some time tokens again for the story. Got some terrain, including the houses. Of course, you could have got the terrain pack for this as well, and some walls. Nice, really nice quality artwork on those. Oops. And then this is the standee version. So I'm assuming, big assumption, that in those envelopes are the standees for the different enemy types. So these are some more of our helpers, I assume. Right, so we've got some. These are for the cards that you can use for the modifiers. Of course, one of the most unique aspects of this game, which I really love, is the fact you can use dice. So you can use dice or cards or a mixture of both. So we've got here the different chapters and the story part of each chapter. We have a load of wound markers, so this is how you track your health, direction dice, and D12s. Not sure what the D12s are for. You've got some cubes of 3 different colours. You've got the animus gems, which is how you spend your different actions. Here's the deck of the modifiers. So this is like you instead of rolling your dice. We have, oh my word, we have a bunch of stuff in here. So let's just open this up and see what we got. Looks like campaign books, rule books, stuff like that. So, just going to move that along a little bit. So first of all, we've got a campaign sheet, I assume. Free company, story chapter. So 21 chapters as we saw with the envelopes. Story, ambush, special rules, encounter. So things like story, for example, allows, if you tick that off, you're enabled to kind of preempt what the enemy's going to be doing. And then you've got traits for the company, your knockout track before you, I guess, lose the game. And hardcore. Okay. So you get about 10 of them, I'd say. So you can play through 10 times. You get some baggies. You get a journal. Hang on, let's read the first page. This book contains many spoilers. Do not read any pages. So I ain't going to spoil it for you or me. We've got a piece of card. So right side. We've got storybook for chapters 1 through. So if I just start with number 1, oh no, I won't start with that. Sorry. So I'm not going to read any of that. Another cardboard divider. You've got the encounter rulebook. So this is how to play encounters, sequence of play in different phases, line of sight, end around, levels, the status tokens, special effects, I wanted to know, do they have... Ah, nice. A glossary, which I always appreciate, which just basically tells you the phases, the pages to go to those phases, the keywords. That's really, really key. I love that. That's great. What the different tokens mean. It was poison and bleed. Just as a thought. Nice. Okay. What the different cards do and what they mean. Love that. Got the encounter book, and again, this has got mysteries, of course, and it's chapter 1 and how you set up the encounter phase. You have the storybook, rule book, which talks about how to do it. I think it comes if you have 3 hours less. If you have 3 hours or less for your first play session, it's recommended that you play only the story part. If you do not read the encounter book, so it sounds like it's going to take as much of my time up as ISS Vanguard. By the way, I'm waiting for the expansion on that. Still haven't quite finished the first campaign on that. Unfortunately, I keep buying new games or getting new games delivered through Kickstarter. So it's yeah, it's pretty good at the moment. All the components, how to set up a game, about the 3 companies, setting up your story. So you've got the map. Where's the map? Which is somewhere, I assume. Maybe it'll be underneath. Don't know. Maybe it's under Mystery Envelope 1. I don't know. I haven't come across a map. Interesting. Game board. That's interesting. City maps. Right. Let's read it. City maps inside mystery envelopes. Right. So I thought it might be in the mystery envelope. So that's fine. How to do all the story section and the phase. I think there's quite a bit to go through. Again, as pretty much everyone uses a lot of the time, Paul Grogan on Gaming Rules is an extremely good source for finding out explicit rule sets and how to play. And again, we've got the glossary, which I do appreciate. This is really nice. This is really, really nice. Keywords, where they are. So, and also, not only that, they actually have an index as well. So this is awesome. Rulebooks are a contentious part of games. It tends to be really quite bad a lot of the time, which is really a shame. So this is the books. A lot of it's secret until we get through. Right, what else we got? We got the token tray, which, if you remember rightly from the start, that showed us how we're going to set up our token tray to start the game. So that's nice. And then underneath that, we've got a load of bases for all of our standees. I actually, for one, I'm actually quite grateful to just go with the standee version of this. I've got so many things to paint up. And I've been doing Mythic Battles Pantheon quite recently. And my word, those miniatures are so much fun to paint. But I've got a lot to do. Then we've got little... What are these? These little bags? Yeah, little bags for... little save bags for your different characters. That's cool. I presume. Prepare the Oathsworn save bags. Yes, this is exactly what they are. They're the save bags. You've got... Ooh, what is that? I've got something in a bubble wrap, which is, ooh, a nice kind of pot. Clay. First player token? I can assume. That's cool. Nice. We've got some metal dice. Oof. They have got some weight. Oh, they're nice. Didn't know you get these. So these, oh, they are rock solid. Nice. So we've got some D6s. That's some fun D6s, isn't it? Again, I'm sure we'll find out what they're used for as we go through the game. The demo I played at UK Games Expo was literally just the battle scenario, and it was just like a couple of rounds. We've got... Should I open that? Oh, go on. It'll tell me to stop, I'm sure. Deepwood Journey mechanic is a new form of navigation sometimes used while in the Deepwood. 2 types of standard cards, cleared and blocked. Cleared tiles represent areas that you can forge a path. Blocked tiles are the ones you can't transfer with thick vines. The tiles are not numbered, so you don't need to place standard tiles in specific places. Discarded one another along the north and east. Oh, so you make like a path. Oh, I didn't know you did that. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Then we get... Oh, let's do these first. Major spoilers. Do not look at the faces of these boards. How do I not do that without getting... Okay. I hope it's got another divider on the other side, so we don't spoil this by accident. Because I want to look at the player boards, of course. Help to paint up those miniatures as well. And there's Ursus Warbear, with the special ability, your might. So these are the innate cards or dice that you can use on top of anything else. The other thing, not only can you use cards and dice, you can roll as many dice as you want, or you could draw as many cards as you want. And the beauty of the card, I just love this mechanic. It's what let me fall in love with this game the most when I played it at that demo, was the fact that you make your choices, but there's some really cool mechanics going on. So as you draw cards, they go to a discard, so you kind of get an idea about what's left in the deck. So you can decide, oh, actually, rolling dice is probably going to be more of a benefit than drawing those cards, or vice versa. What they can equip, their animus and how much they're regaining each round, and they're active and used. HP dice goes there, defense goes here, and then a bit about the difficulty of these as well. You got the Avi Harbinger, which is that dragon type character. Really nice. We got the Huntress. She's got the eagles. Cool. 2 falcon miniatures. High difficulty because of the fact you've got those eagles with you. We've got the Witch, the Warden, the Penitent, the Ranger, which is the one I played. It's really cool. Cure, which is like an assassin. Always love an assassin. I might have to put her in. The Blade, Jamie Lannister. Priest. The Exile, Barbarian. Ooh, wow, that's that thing. Grove Maiden. Nice. And then, got a load of special rules. All right. Right, okay. Oh, yeah, with what number the monster is. Or whatever the threat is that you're dealing with. Cool. So shouldn't that be... Oh, no. So that's on there so you don't accidentally see the face of it. Right, cool. So, really nice card stock with them. They're not going anywhere. Very nice card stock on the character boards. Right, let's see what we've got in our boxes. Are these? Yes, they are. So they're numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just have a little look. So it looks like we've got Ranger Huntress. Are these the difficulties? Oh, no. Hang on. City. Ugh. Card Separator. What? So that needs to go on there. Card Separator. Unlock cards in front, lock cards behind. So these have got events or something. They're not. Blade, Exile. Oh my gosh. I've got everything in here. We've got a pad full of Oathsworn registration. Oh, right. So these are the character sheets. You've got a couple of mystery envelopes. I better keep these together. I presume they're in boxes. It actually says. It actually tells me exactly how to do it. So I will. It tells you exactly what to do. Organizer 1, blah, 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 blah. Organizer 2, 3, and 4. So that's why they've been put into those boxes. Appreciate that. 2, similar sort of thing, probably. Got some different stuff in there. Allies. Oops. Right. So that now we're all of the all the characters are in the first box, I assume, which would make sense as we go through that. And then 3, yeah, we got some different stuff. So I'm gonna have to go through. I don't want to spoil any of those. I will open up one of these just to show some of the cards that I know will not be a spoilers because it says the character on them. So let's just, so we've got Exiles cards here, for example. So the rule is you can have this symbol here is starter cards. You can have 1 0, 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. So that's like your starting deck. Card stock's good. It's all fine. You could use sleeves, but again, I'm kind of going away from sleeves, to be honest. I mean, Marvel Champions have got sleeves, but for these ones, I'm kind of going away from them a little bit. So this is the cost. This is where it goes on the cooldown. So it's got really cool another really cool mechanic of this game that I played was the cooldown battle flow, they call it, which goes from 3 to 2 to 1 to 0. And when you play one of your cards, it goes to the specific cooldown spot. And then, so let's say I played weapon throw and it went there. If I choose to play another card at the same cooldown thing, it pushes that on first, and then it goes, once it's been played, it goes to there. So you're constantly moving these things around, and that's actually one of the little bits of a puzzle, I guess, and mechanics of the game is how do you move these through. So Primal Strike, for example, for one Animus, you can battle flow one card. So you can battle flow a card first. Let's say you had Leap Attack. You played Leap Attack, goes into number 1. Then you play Primal Strike. You spend the Animus to battle flow Leap Attack into 0. And then because you've used Primal Strike, that goes to 0, and this goes back in your hand. So you suddenly got, I mean, you won't be able to play that twice because it's 4 Animus to play. But you've got it in your hand for next turn. So there's all these kind of like little things going on. You notice things that are, you know, quite similar for action cards that you get from other games as well. Then these are the level up ones. So you got 2 all the way up to 15. So lots of scope to level up your characters, it seems. Right, so that's let's just I'll just have a look at these dice a minute. So I just love the idea, the boldness of the idea that you get. So if you've got literally, you have a character who has no might, which I think, looking at the tutorial videos, the Exile doesn't. The Exile has no might. So you think, well, that's a bit bizarre. That means I get to get no attack, but that's not true. You basically just choose the number of white dice. So you always have to go with white dice as your extra ones. And you could literally roll all of these dice. You say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to risk it. I mean, that's a big risk. Because if you roll 2 blanks, that's a miss. So you risk it. But, there we go, I missed. You know, the odds are very much against you when you're rolling dice. But if you go for something like 5, it's not too bad. I mean, the blanks, what's that? 1 in 3? A 1 in 3 chance? There we go. And not only that, so obviously dice are very swingy. Cards a lot more you can predict. So this would do effectively 7 damage. The way you attack is you roll all your dice, or draw your cards, or a mixture of both. I love it. I love the idea of this attack mechanism. It's so clever. Then you can play cards to change things. You can use tokens to change things. You divide your result by the target's defense. And then the number left rounded down, the whole number rounded down is how many wounds you do. These crits means that you can basically, they're exploding dice, but the beauty is the blanks don't count towards a failure. So you've hit. So if I roll those 5 dice, I've hit with 7, and then I can go, you know what, I'm going to roll 2 more dice, or I'm going to draw 1 card and 1 dice, or I'm going to draw 2 cards, roll those 2 dice, and I get another 2. So I've suddenly got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hit going through. Such a cool mechanic, and one I cannot wait to get into to a proper meaty battle. I am gonna now. The other thing is, there'll be somewhere in this #1 deck, I'm sure, is the companions. So you can either play 4 characters. I think you always have to play with 4 characters, but you play with those 4 characters as full characters with their ability card deck. And their full board, or you play them as companions, which is like a slimmed down version of a card, with like 1 card to demonstrate 2 abilities. A lot more simpler to play with. But the beauty is, again, just like Nova Aetus Renaissance, because Nova Aetus Renaissance have probably taken a leaf out of these guys' books to do exactly the same kind of thing. But you can mix and match it. You can bring them in, bring them out, change it up, change your characters. You can do what you kind of want in this, which is really cool. I really do appreciate with that. So that's a little bit of unboxing for Oathsworn Into the Deepwood. I'm so glad I've managed to get this into my collection. I do now have a fair amount of campaign games which I'm playing in conjunction with each other. From ISS Vanguard, I mean, I was playing Stars of Icarius as well, and I probably will come back to that. But ISS Vanguard blew that out of the water. I've obviously got Solomon Kane. I'm still running through the expansions for that. I've got Nova Aetus Renaissance, and now I've got this. So they're my big campaign games, and hopefully I can put on a few little parts of it onto the channel. Maybe as I go part way through, will be quite cool. Just to show kind of like what's going on, a little update. It will include spoilers, of course, for all these campaign games, because they are spoilers, of course. Oops. But I'm just really chuffed to get this actually into the collection and start playing. Looking forward to this. That's Oathsworn Into Deepwood unboxing. Thanks for watching and joining if you did, and I'll see you next time.